which is the introduction of Huawei mobile services. So let me just give a brief introduction about myself. So my name is Revanta Datta. I am the project lead from Huawei, and I will be taking you through this entire uh, Huawei mobile services ecosystem and about the Huawei ID creation and about what are the scopes, possibilities, opportunities with this kind of platform as a career growth for all of you. And I hope this webinar will definitely uh, be beneficial, and it will be a knowledge oriented session for your future venture, and definitely you guys will get to know how to carry forward and how to move forward in this mobile app development domain with the support of Huawei mobile services. So let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible. Can someone
Yes,
please confirm it? Okay,
yes, it is.
fine. So, okay, guys, so let me take you through this introduction of Huawei mobile services ecosystem, first of all. So, what is yeah? So, let me give you a very brief about Huawei, first of all. So, what is Huawei is all about? Huawei is a leading provider of ICT infrastructure and smart devices. So, it is one of the world's top 3 largest mobile ecosystem. We have around 1,97,000 employees working globally across various offices with 1,05,000 employees in the R&D sector itself. So around you can say 50% of our employee strength is in R&D, due to which we are able to provide world-class solutions and products. Then we are providing support to 170 plus countries, and we are ranking 44 in global 500. And coming to our vision, we provide support to bring digital to every person, home, and organization for a fully connected, intelligent world. So this is what is current theme of today's techie environment. That is to bring digitalization in every aspect of life. So that's where we are working in line with the requirements and and to fulfill the needs of the industries and countries. So Huawei primarily focuses on 3 major customer groups. So one such customer group is the global carriers. So we do provide kind of support and solutions in the form of network equipments to the global carriers. So from last 30 plus years, we have been providing this kind of support and partnership to carriers like Bharti Airtel, Vodafone, Reliance, and all these global carriers are maintaining the customer information and the network. Huawei just supplies the network equipments, that's all. And when it comes to our consumer devices or consumer products and services, Huawei provides different kind of flagship products like smartphones, smart wearables, smart TVs, and many things. And there are huge number of hundreds of millions of consumers in this area. Along with this, Huawei also provides software with respect to App Gallery, Harmony OS, HMS Code, etc. to develop the application. And all along with that, we have a business unit focusing on intelligent cloud computing platform. So there are many consumers, users, global enterprises, governments, and industries. So we have a all scenario intelligent ecosystem driven by mutually reinforcing hardware and software. So that is where Huawei time to time comes out with a unique strategy. So currently it's focusing on building a seamless AI life using 1 plus 8 plus N strategy. So you may wonder, what is this 1 plus 8 plus N? So when it comes to hardware ecosystem, we consider 1 as a smartphone, 8 other associated devices like smartwatch, tablets, speakers, PCs, glasses, etc., and N number of devices that are developed by third-party device developers or producers. So Huawei integrate all these devices, make it a complete end-to-end ecosystem, which also become a futuristic IoT. So to make a particular integration easy for data integration, end-to-end and smooth, Huawei has launched Harmony OS. So Harmony OS is an advanced operating system that has advanced capability like data synchronization and easy integration. So by using this Harmony OS, all the devices can become as one ecosystem, and also it is very easy to get to have a better experienced personalized services. Also, we have an app ecosystem that is majorly focused on the HMS core. Along with this HMS core, there are many other capabilities like app gallery, smart assistant, reader, video, cloud, and many things. So any developer by using these capabilities can develop applications suitable for industry like travel, gaming, video, photography, e-commerce, and many things. So to make it all scenario intelligent ecosystem, we are working hard in bringing together AI, Harmony OS, and 5G. So all of you must have heard about 5G, and Huawei is a leader as 5G is trending. And this is because Huawei is having largest number of patents. So with AI, 5G and Harmony OS, the complete ecosystem is able to handle higher traffic user data and better services. So let me take you through some of the industry insights. So it will help you to get a clear idea about the potential of this industry, and it will be useful for your career as well. So we have 7.8 billion world population. Out of that, India itself is having a huge number. So when it comes to mobile connections, there are 10.8 billion mobile connections present in the world. And in 2020 alone, there were 1.3 billion smartphones shipped. And in the coming few years, it's going to become 4.3 billion smartphone users. So this number is not small, it's a huge. So we can realize that there is so much user base and demand, and how it's going to provide you the opportunities to equate this demand and supply. Let me share with you some more insights about the industry in terms of the verticals. So for mobile app growth, we have a report from Adjust and Facebook that APEC, MENA, and South America are the strongest growth. India jumped to fastest growing region in the world. Indian developers develop or publish applications not only for India, but also for the world globally. And that's where we have able to expose our innovation app development skills all over the world. So recently I have heard that some developers from Tamil Nadu have developed applications targeting the Tamil community in Malaysia and Singapore. And there are developers who are targeting Europe region, making applications in local language like French and Spanish. Some developers from India have even identified the user base in China and developed specific applications that are useful for Chinese market. So Indian developers are quite intelligent, and they have been developing applications like this from long time. And when it comes to verticals, games are the world's fastest growing verticals. Business and entertainment are the next popular verticals. And of course, in the last 2 years, because of this COVID pandemic, there have been many stories with respect to telecommuting and stay-at-home entertainment. So you all must have faced difficulties during this pandemic. But however, technology have able to make our lives easy, and we could transform through this technology into new ways like work from home, remote education. And recently I've heard that some people from one of our from our country are launching their wedding using the metaverse, that is AR and VR. So you can think how technology is changing our lives in different ways. So when it comes to App Gallery, so App Gallery supports more than 170 plus countries. So this is our own app repository where all our apps are getting deployed globally. And we are connected to 1 billion plus devices with 540 million plus active users and a huge number of applications uploaded, and 2 million developers have registered with us. And we have seen that around 260 billion apps have been downloaded from here. So by these numbers, you can see the traction among the developer and student community. And these numbers are increasing on a regular basis. So we all are very excited and optimistic about our future growth. And this is the right time to connect and associate with Huawei and grab this kind of opportunity and platform to enhance your skills and come out with some innovative and smart applications. So when it comes to India, we have HMS ecosystem growing rapidly in India, and many apps like Zomato, Cloud, Paytm, HDFC, Yatra. So they are already listed. So developer communities for all level growth. So that is where we are working very hard. So as we have started building developer community, so these developer communities are mainly useful for universities and developers to make the developer community use strong enough. We have established Huawei student developer in various universities, and this HSD community helps students to learn new technique, new tech topics, and join hands-on workshop. So you can also be a part of this tech salons and hackathons, and you can also become an ambassador who can lead this particular community. We have established one more community as a Huawei developer group. So this will help all like-minded developers to meet and exchange in-depth technical knowledge and share and exchange business opportunities. So this will be also a part of tech salons, hackathons, workshops. And from this group, whoever is technically strong and knows about the industry technologies and Huawei products, they will be identified as a Huawei developer expert. So all the students who join this community as a beginner will have an option to grow in this as an experience and finally to become a professional. So if you are interested to lead the HSD community for your college, university, you can apply for HSD ambassador role. You need to have management, leadership, and networking skills. You should be an enthusiastic leader to lead the community, and you will have an opportunity to post about the events and meet the industry influencers and future developers. You just need to go to developer.huawei.com and then go to programs where the Huawei students section is there, and you can access the information. You will be able to apply for this role, and an interview will be fixed. And once you are selected and suitable, you will get an opportunity to play this particular ambassador role for the next 1 year. So we have another program. It is an advanced program mainly for the experts, professors, lecturers, faculty members of the university. We call it Train the Trainer program. So from this program, we will be able to see that all the experts increase their personal brand influence and produce the courses and technical content which will be useful for the developers, and of course they will get some incentive, but most importantly they will be invited to some global level conferences. And definitely this type of conferences are useful to understand how the industry is trending and how the industry and academics can be connected. So Huawei from time to time conducts global level such events, and this is the one program which will help these experts to take part in this kind of conferences and events. So this is one of our global level competition, which we call as apps of competition, where all the students and developers can take part, and it is an app innovation skills, and there are many categories like best apps, best games, Techuman award, and of course one specific category for students is the excellent student award, so mainly to benefit the university students. The total prize money for this particular competition is around 1 million US dollar, which is really a big award. So it is one of the most exciting competition which we are organizing for the students, and this is where the students can see themselves where they are standing compared to the students of other colleges or universities and countries. So we have another challenge competition, which is the AI challenge. So this is mainly for talented student algorithm developers. This is of course a little bit more complex than AppSub contest. So whoever has knowledge of algorithm can participate in this competition and take any kind of problem and base algorithm and produce some better results. So whoever will get results in the good results in the algorithm, they will be able to win around good cash prizes starting from 30,000 US dollars to 15,000 to 10,000 for each problem. And if you convert it in INR, it's a big amount. So even you can start your own company using this prize award. So to do all these sort of things, you need to create your developer ID. So this is the most important part of this webinar. So you need to become a developer. So you can scan this code, or I can access this tiny URL. We will be also sharing these details with the university officials who can later on circulate it with all of you through email or in any other uh, appropriate channel. So with just a phone number and email ID, you can register your developer account, which is free. So in this industry, to get a developer account, you need to pay $25 to $99 with any other service provider. So Huawei is of course giving this as a free of cost because of this collaboration, and you will have the access to developer forum, training platform, etc. And there are many other benefits as free content library, training videos, sample apps, code labs. Once you provide your phone number and user ID or email ID, you will get an OTP. Provide it and confirm the privacy notice and terms and conditions. Within 1 or 2 minutes, your developer registration will be ready. So let me give you some information about the developer forum. So how it will benefit you. I'm sure you are part of some groups like Facebook, WhatsApp. Don't know how much it has been useful for your career growth. But whereas this type of technical forum is very much useful for your career prospect, as you will get access to lot of advanced level technicals, articles, interactions with developers, queries, solution to queries, and you can read this by yourself. You can ask questions if you have any doubts. Experts will guide you and provide you the right answers. So we have training portal as well, and this is where this kind of developer forum is helpful, and you get a scope to connect with more than 2 million plus developers. So you have a dedicated portal for training purpose, where you can get a lot of short videos like micro courses, lengthy courses, Java, based on various technologies like Java, Android, HMS, React Native. And you can be a part of this portal, take exams and get certifications. So if you are a student and you are confused where to start, so this is the starting point. So if you are new to coding, it can help you to get starting with the basics of coding. So this type of code labs are useful very much for any beginner level students or anyone who is a very new in this domain. And you can download the code and you can get complete document and sample codes. Once you understand the sample code, you can turn it to suit your application. You will be also able to make your own first app very smoothly by following the in resources or tutorials in these code labs. So we've also launched a beginner level course called HMS Foundation course. It is a 5 weeks course followed with exam and thereafter certification, and instructor led support will be there. And also for this kind of courses you need to pay around $199 to $300, whereas Huawei is giving a free training through this collaboration. So you will be able to get a good hands on Android basics. Also on sample code assignments will be provided through this course. And there are certain prerequisites like one is a basic understanding of Java programming language, and you need to have a PC, desktop or laptop with minimum 4 GB of RAM, so that you will be able to use the Android Studio and develop some application. So this is how the course has been structured. The first week is Android basics. Second and third week we will be taking through the Huawei mobile services basics. And fourth week we will be discussing about the Android advanced HMS. And finally in the final week we will be teaching you how to deploy, how to test your application using our cloud debugging feature. And you will also have an opportunity to take exam and get certification. And this certificate looks like this on the right hand side, and it has a significant value in terms of the industry standard, and it will definitely help you to get a brand recognition from a global brand like Huawei. And this is like a very prestigious certification and help you definitely get a boost and increase the weightage of your resume. So these are some of the apps which has been published by our students who have completed this training as a part of the project of submission and deploying mobile apps in App Gallery. And so many downloads have happened, and every app has certain kind of case studies and use case. So this is one of our significant achievement with the institute called Sairam Group of Institutions. So many students have completed the training and got certified, and they have deployed some of the best mobile applications and have been ranked very well in terms of the innovation and smart apps. And these are the students who are also willing to start their own companies and startups after completion of this course. So this is what we are looking forward, so that you all get that confidence to start your own something, and you can give jobs to others. So we have a participation certificate for all of you. So this is how it looks like. So you get the URL after the webinar, and we will be sharing it with the university officials as well, and they will circulate it with all of you. And you can tell your friends also to just submit this webinar survey form with the information like the name, university name, email ID, and what are the topics you liked in the webinar. So for that you need to create your Huawei ID, which is the developer ID, and then finally you will get this certificate, which looks like on the right hand side. So just take this survey, and in general, for any graduation student, they require 1 plus N certificates. So one is a graduation certificate and N number of professional certificates. So each certificate has some industry need and requirement. So this is very essential and beneficial to get a good recognition from global giants or a brand like Huawei. So please get this, grab this opportunity and get certified. So this is a participation certificate, and one more certificate which you are going to get is the foundation course certificate after the completion of the training. Okay, so I'm done with my part. Now I would like to welcome Dr. Sriram Vasudevan. So he is our principal consultant from Huawei India, and he will be taking care of the HMS core capabilities session, and it is technical in nature. So please give more focus in this session, and you will definitely get some use cases, industry use cases. So Sriram, please take it over.
Yeah. Ramanta, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, just give me 1 second. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, it is visible.
All right. Good afternoon, children and faculty members. Good afternoon, and it's good to see you guys here. I'm very happy to be part of this webinar today, and thank you very much for the support that the college and the management has extended towards conducting this webinar and towards going ahead with this collaboration. Thank you very much for that. This session is going to be technical, where we will talk about the features as well as the positives that you can gain or learn out of HMS. Why do we have to learn HMS is the first question that somebody can ask us. We've got two things in hand right now. The first one is like Huawei mobile services is coming later. The first one is like Google mobile services, which is alongside running fine with Google Play Store. And on the other side of it, we have got iOS Core, which is Apple, plus App Store. So these are the two opportunities that are available, two options that are available with us, and we do not have any third alternative at all. So Huawei found that there is a huge option here for somebody to go in and to establish a market there, and that's how we have started the Huawei mobile services. The Huawei mobile services is also based on Android. It is fundamentally based on Java. So it will be very easy for anybody to learn and then to grow faster in this arena. And importantly, you see the registration is free, the training is free, the certification is free, and we are also offering internships for the best performing students in the training. So we offer a 5-week training, which Rabanta explained, and the best performing students will get internship from Huawei, which is definitely going to be very useful for you guys. Well, what are the kind of support that you get from Huawei? Huawei is going to give you support in development, growth, as well as in getting revenue. I mean, in monetizing. So we have got software kits. We have got around 60 plus kits available with us. We have got kits like account kit, location kit, drive kit. All these kits are available. For an example, if you want to develop an app with machine learning, you have to start everything from scratch. But when you come to HMS, you have got all these things available with us, and it's going to be more like drag and drop for you, and it will be APIs playing the role for you. We've got about 13,000 APIs which are ever evolving and which are so very phenomenal, and you can use it and you can develop your apps with ease. And coming to the next part of it, we help you not only in developing apps, but also we help you in growing them. You can use the analytics kit to understand how your app is doing, and you can develop your app further. We also have a fantastic push kit which can enable you to push the messages to about 10 million people. 10 million receivers can receive message per second with your push kit, and it's very successful. And coming to the next part of it, monetization. You are developing an app, you have done it very nice, you have reached a lot of people. So what's the next stage? The next stage is to eventually make money. So we help you in doing that as well, and we have got excellent ads kit and wallet kit available with us. Well, I'm going to show you 5 or 6 kits which are very phenomenal and superbly used right now with us, which are very famous. And you can also learn that, and you can also start using all this. The first one in the list is account kit. It's very simple. Whenever you want to log in into any app, you need login and log off to be done very smoothly. Whenever you want to use. So we have got an account kit which will enable you to log in and log out very nicely. And this is 100% very safe because this is GDPR and local regulations are properly obeyed. All these are going to be real time as well. So we have got already 10,000 apps using this account kit. It's very easy to log in and log out, and 700 million plus users are already using it. 170 plus million, 170 plus countries have been reached with this. 79 languages are supported, and every month we have got 200 plus million active users. Which means whenever you are developing an app with Huawei mobile services, you have a potential to reach around 200 million users per month. The next one is location kit. What is it? Whenever you are opening your Swiggy or Zomato or any other app for that matter, Uber, Ola, the first thing that you need to do is to enable the locations. And then you can book for the taxi or you can book for the food that whatever you want. Now problem comes here. Some other times you might have observed that it's not accurate with respect to the location and there are confusions. And the next very important issue that we all face here is you cannot keep your location enabled for long because the battery gets drained. So we have understood these two and we are giving you a pinpointed, precise, concise location yet with reduced battery power. We are reducing the battery life by 75%. And believe me, it's going to be very accurate as well. 99% accuracy is what is guaranteed. And we use GPS plus Wi-Fi plus base station together for you to get accurate results. And we also support online and offline positioning, which means you need not be connected online all the time. So that's the point that I'd like to convey here, and it's very easy to use. There are many gamers out here. There are many game developers out here in this team itself, in this people who are participating itself. I believe now the point is simple. For you guys, HMS is providing excellent option. We have got innovative, in-depth, and excellent gaming experience for you. You can develop apps for the game so easily, and you can also track the achievements. You can download the event reports. You can understand how you are, I mean, the guys who are playing your game, how are they behaving? All these things can be clearly tracked through our system. Also, we have got anti-addiction feature. If you are seeing that you are getting addicted to a particular game, we will give you a break and we want our customers to be very healthy. Scan kit is the next one that I would like to talk about. See, whenever you are buying anything these days, you go with biscuit packet or helicopter. The problem is simple. You are getting a QR code there. You got to scan it. Even for the Beam app or the GPay or any app for that matter for the financial transactions, we go with QR code. And many codes are there like QR code, barcode, and 13 standard formats are there. We support all of them, and the scan kit enables you to develop app with the standard formats. And the point is simple. It's very easy, elegant, and orientation is not a problem. You can go with portrait or landscape orientation. You can scan something which is available in the wall poster, which is about 20 feet away from you. You can scan anything in the floor in case you find a paper there. If it has a QR code, you can scan 5 QR codes at a time, which is not available at any other platform. So it is easy. Now the next one is the king of everything. It's like the machine learning kit. Here in Huawei, whenever you talk about machine learning, we talk about the subsets also. The machine learning goes to the further subset called as deep learning. And again, we go much deeper into it with NLP. The machine learning, deep learning, and NLP, all these are covered with one kit called as machine learning kit. What is machine learning? Simple. I have an apple, I have an orange. You need to identify which is apple and which is orange. I can train my system, and if it is identifying which is apple and which is orange correctly, we call it machine learning. Now, what is deep learning? If I identify the apple is consumable, which side of the apple is good, which side of the apple is rotten. If I get these much details with the features of it, I can call it deep learning. And what is NLP? Very simple. I am talking to chatbot. It has to reply me back, understanding what I am talking in my native mother tongue. That's it. We support all these three, and this is all available as APIs for you to work with face detection, text recognition, image labeling, whatever you want in the modern AI era. You can build that so easily with our available APIs, and it's going to be fantastic for you. And that's what the machine learning kit is providing. Awareness kit is the next one. What is awareness? Simple. We need to understand what our customer wants. What do you mean by that? Simple. Whenever I have my customer using my app, I should provide him service whatever he expects. Before even he tells what he wants, if I give the service, it's going to be very good. You can give that only if you understand what your customer is going through. So we have the complete information about where the customer is, what kind of device is he using. Is he using headphone? Is he using wired headphone? Is he using wireless headphone? If it is wireless, is it Bluetooth? And is it car connected or normal? What is the weather outside? What is the behavior of the customer right now? Is he running? Is he walking? Is he on foot? Is he bicycling? What is he doing? And which part of the day he is in? Is he in the weekday or a weekend or a morning or afternoon? What is he in? So we get all this information to you to make sure that you get a complete information about the situation of the current scenario which your customer is in, and you can provide them the best service. And that's what Huawei gets you. And we have got push kit. I spoke about this earlier. You can push 10 lakh messages, I mean 10 million messages in one shot per second, out of which 99% will reach accurately. And you can send messages to Android, iOS, and web, and there is no restrictions. And we are already in 200 plus countries for this particular kit. And the ads kit is the next one that you need to understand. The ads kit is something which will enable the app developers to get the monetization done by connecting to the right advertisers. We have got more than 3,000 advertisers working with us. And when you develop an app, if the app is really good, you can get advertisements from these advertisers and be connected through our intelligent AI system. We've got a strong business development team sitting in the background in 200 plus countries, and we are sure that we we are very sure that your revenue will be very competitive, and at the same time you will get very good ads for your app that you are developing. And I've got the last two things that I need to talk about. One is in-app purchases and another one is wallet kit. What is in-app purchase? Simple. When you are developing an app, you are not developing it only for India or for Tamil Nadu or for Madras. You are going to develop it for the entire globe. So you may have to go with the payment modes which are supporting with Visa, MasterCard, Amex, JCB. We provide you all these. We also have Huawei points. We've got subscription system. So all these make your in-app purchases and the payment systems much more easier. Also, we've got a wallet kit which is going to make your lifestyle much more easier. You need not take money, you need not take card, take your phone. Everything is inside the phone now. The membership card, gift card, coupons, movie tickets, boarding passes, all these things come in inside your wallet kit right now. And it's going to be an excellent, convenient, digital, safe lifestyle for you with our system. Well, what do I do now, sir? Rabanta will be sharing with you the link where you can register for the Huawei ID. First, register for it, and you can become a developer by getting your ID verified, which you can do at a later stage. Don't worry about this part. We will let you know that later. Rabanta will be sharing you the link where you can register for the Huawei ID. Do that, and you will gain access to multiple resources, which you will be very happy about. What is the first step in this entire journey? You register for the Huawei ID. Learn. We can train you actually. Third step is to get the app developed. Fourth step is to integrate it. Fifth step is to test it. And finally, you can release it. Well, sir, I do not have a Huawei phone. Where do I test it? Simple. You can test it with our cloud platform where we have got all the mobile phones in the emulated form. You can use those phones available online and you can test it. It's going to be excellent features that are awaiting you. Come grab it. And sir, I'm an Android app developer. How do I migrate my apps to Huawei? Is there any way to do that? Yes, we can migrate it so easily from Android to Huawei mobile services platform, and we will teach you that. And overall, that's what I wanted to convey, and I hope it was useful. Over to you, Nibanta. Nibanta? Nibanta, am I audible?
You are audible, sir.
Yeah. So students, please register for the Huawei ID. That's the first thing that you have to do. And once the ID is registered, you can gain a lot of access to the resources and materials. And I'm also actively recruiting for internships. I'm heading the process for the country. And if you guys do well during the 5 weeks training, I can even consider you for hiring for the interns. And the first batch is doing really a cool job, and we are getting a lot of apps being developed by those students. So I wish that you come in into that list, and you also are being a part of Huawei platform. And I wish to see you there very soon. Thank you very much for all the coordinators, all the people who are involved in this entire process. I'm very glad to be here today. I think Rabanta is lost. Is he there? Rabanta?
Yeah, he'll join soon, sir.
Yeah. So if you have any
1 second.
questions, we can answer the questions right now, and go ahead with the questions, please. You can type it in the chat. I think Dr. Geertik is the one who pinged me in. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir. Audible. Yeah, audible, sir. Audible, sir. You can proceed. Hello, sir.
Sir, I'm done with it, sir. Mr. Ribanta is awaited. He will be sharing the link
Oh.
for registration for the Huawei ID as well. And if there are no questions, that's all, ma'am. It's done from
Sir,
our side.
1 second, sir. Dr. Kirtik, sir. Hello.
Yes,
Yeah, can you make Rebecca, sir?
yes, ma'am. Audible, ma'am.
Yeah, you are audible. Can you make Rebecca, sir, to unmute? So he's not getting the permission to unmute it.
Yes.
Please give the permission.
Okay. I will. Okay.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. I was unable to actually speak. So,
That's
okay. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sriram, for the detailed presentation. I hope the students have understood about the entire HMS core capabilities and what are the resources we are providing and how to use it for their app development journey. And a special thanks and my sincere gratitude to Dr. Srinivasa Alexander, the principal of Agni College of Technology, and also many thanks to Professor Ratna so for helping us to organize this webinar and to interact with all of you. Thanks to all of you for joining this webinar today. And I would request a last word, kind of some vote of thanks from Dr. Srinivasa and to share some of his valuable words in terms of this engagement with Huawei as a part of this collaboration. So, Dr. Srinivasa, can you share some of your views?
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Fine. So, Dr. Sriram and Mr. Rebanta Datta from Huawei, my dear faculty members and students, a very good evening, good afternoon. I think we had started by good afternoon, I should say. Fine. So, what I would like to say is like, first of all, my sincere thanks to the Huawei team for having such a wonderful initiative in terms of starting a student developer club in the college and then helping them in terms of designing an mobile app and then holding, giving them appreciation and certificates kind of thing for participation as well as rewards by conducting some competitions. So I'm very happy to associate with Huawei for such a wonderful initiative, and I hope my students team will get benefit out of this. So I would like to say a few words in this, like, I had a quick search of what is this mobile application development and its future kind of thing. I am surprised to see that there were about 34 lakhs apps, mobile applications in Google Play Store actually, right? Of which, if you look at it, there are about 700 crore app users. So this is what is the statistics, which is really very big in number actually. So I'm surprised to see this growth of mobile applications. So I remember the mobile was initially was doing only voice over services kind of thing, and then we had the SMS, and then later many add-on services was added upon actually, right? So Huawei being one of the largest global IT infrastructure provider as well as the smart wearable provider. It has taken very leaps in terms of taking initiative in terms of having such a wonderful initiative for the student development in terms of this mobile application. So I'm really glad that this initiative will work in a very better way for our students. And on an average, if you look at any mobile, there are about 35 apps in any smartphone actually, right? So when I looked up at the growth or the future of this mobile app, there is going to be a very great future for this mobile app development. I mean, through your presentation also, I could understand that there is a very good scope for the mobile app developers. And I would suggest my team of students to join in this as a student developer kind of thing. And as you said, the membership is price based, whereas with this association it is given free. So I hope my student team will get benefit in terms of joining this student developer club, and then try to learn on how to develop a mobile application. And then they will also work on the app, the designing the mobile app, which is very useful and easy to use, which is also engaging and fast kind of thing. Having said this, I also understand there is a big potential for this mobile application development. Why? Because there are great developments happening, especially as you said, like 5G. It's going to be in another few months or so. I think Airtel also has committed to adopt to this 5G actually. So this 5G, after adopting to this 5G, it's going to be 100 times the faster than 4G actually. So the mobile application that you develop should take care of this 5G technologies, so that the applications what you develop should be faster enough. And then the applications what you develop should also look into AR and VR possibilities. Like as you said, like there are good scope for mobile application development in terms of AR and VR. We also see many applications like Google Lens in AR, and there are many developments happening in terms of virtual reality as well. So I understand that augmented reality is adding layers of reality in the virtual kind of world, and then the virtual reality is fully immersive in terms of virtual actually. So we could see a lot of applications, mobile apps developed for AR and VR technologies. I hope my students will also be taking up that. And then we could also see AI and ML chatbots kind of thing used for the mobile applications development. And the future is going to be for m-commerce. So there are many shoppings happening in the mobile platforms. And there is also a good growth in terms of smart wearables. And we now only think of these Fitbits and smartwatches kind of thing, whereas there are n number of smart wearables which are going to come. I hope the mobile application that we develop should also be looking into smart wearables. So these are my inputs for the students actually. I hope, and especially the growth of IoT, Internet of Things, is also there. So everything is given now is going to be the connected kind of device. So a mobile app which thinks of these integration of this IoT kind of thing should also be taken care. So these are the few areas that I am also looking at, and I'm so excited for about my students who are going to have training on this, and then they're going to compete with the designed mobile application. So my sincere wishes to all the students who are participated here. I request all the students to be taking it up very sincerely, and then I request at this point of time the Huawei team also to support, and let us make, as you said, like student ambassadors are the one which we really wanted, and let us have student ambassadors, and let us have all these mobile apps designed by our students in our platforms. I hope, see, any one app will change your life actually, that you design will change your life. That is how the Zomato has originated, and any other app that you say has originated like that way only. So the students who are interested in application development, mobile application development, can form a club, and please put focus on this. And I'm sure you will not get this opportunity by Huawei as well as by our college actually, mentoring by our college as well. So please utilize this opportunity, and that's from my side. Thank you, Dr. Sriram and Mr. Rabanta.
Sir, good to see you, sir. You remember me, Srinivasan, sir?
Yeah, I remember you.
Good to see you,
Yeah.
and glad that we can collaborate. Wherever possible, we'll come and pitch in, sir. So we'll do our best to make sure that our collaboration goes along.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sure. I will get it. Yeah.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Rabanta?
Okay. Yeah. So thank you, sir, for such a wonderful kind of motivation which you have given. I think all the students have got motivated and encouraged to be a part of this engagement. And I definitely am very optimistic, and we are looking forward for a very long and very strong academic collaboration between Huawei and ACT. So now we will be finalizing. I will request the university to shortlist the students who are interested for the training and to let us know approximately how many students will be looking forward for the training. And then we can finalize a date and time, and we can start our training session accordingly. And guys, please don't delay in creating your developer ID. It is absolutely free, and start your app development journey by creating this ID and accessing to all our training resources and learning materials and other cloud-based services which will be helpful for this activity. And also you can just complete the web survey for submission by submitting that survey form, and you can get your participation certificate immediately. I think within 7 to 10 days you will get it after you submit the form. And in case if you have any queries, you can just uh, post, you can come back to us in through your university or any other way. And now if you have any queries, you can just unmute your mic also. So if we can just answer it, or else you can post it later on at any point of time. If I don't think anybody have any questions as of now. Okay, in that case we can.
Sir,
Yeah, please go ahead.
I want to ask a question regarding applications.
Yeah, please.
Sir,
சொல்லுங்க.
a few days ago, I've just watched a rentable cycle and scooties, batteryable scooties, which are just chargeable, and they're just connected with the mobile application, and in their mobile application having a wallet in which we can add money, and then they're gonna deduct some money for the 1 hour and 2 hour, and the lock gets unlocked of the scooters or bike or cycles. Lock gets unlocked with the help of mobile application. How it gets function and how it gets operating system, I couldn't understand this uh, process little bit. Will you please help me to understand this one?
Yeah, there is something called as Bounce Bikes in Bangalore. So please have a look at their website, Bounce, BOUNCE.
So will
They
you
do
please
the same
repeat
thing.
once again, sir?
Bounce,
Bounce.
cricket bounce, you know, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they have a specialized hardware available for it. The moment you give the pin or pay the fee, the hardware can enable the lock to be open, and only then you can start. It's through internet connectivity we can do it. So they have a receiver, and with that receiver they can enable it. It's not a big deal. So they are doing it, and they are doing really good. They are a startup. They've got around 1 lakh bikes in the entire market. Bounce is the name of the company. Once I register the bike, once I want the bike, and once I want to rent it, I can do like Ola registration. I need to go catch the bike. Then I need to complete the journey, pay the fee. It will be automatically deducted, and that's the cycle. So that's how it goes on. It's easy. It's not so difficult.
Is there anything have their built-in function with the Wi-Fi connection and Bluetooth?
Bluetooth might not be a real good deal here, because they might not really be dependent on Bluetooth, because the person who is coming may not have a phone which is having Bluetooth, so it doesn't matter. But the Wi-Fi thing, they will be connected to internet, and somehow they will be opening it through all internet connectivities and stuff. They'll get update remotely from the server saying that the fees is free. Yeah, number of kilometers covered can be tracked using location. They'll have a location tracker as well. So it's GPS plus wallet kit plus you can track exactly the location services using. Yeah, it's possible. It's not a big deal. They're doing it.
Okay, guys, any other questions if you have, you can ask, or else we can wind up the session. Please go ahead.
Sir, we can develop the app through Huawei, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, using Huawei mobile services, you can use.
You can develop mobile apps.
Yeah.
Any other mobile services we can develop app, sir.
தம்பி புரியுதா? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is the Huawei programming is related and one kind of we can similar with the Android Studio and
We are
iOS.
completely developing the stuff using Android Studio only. Android Studio is the base, but we have our own packages that you need to pull in. The APIs are available from the external world, and you need to pull it and develop it. So it's going to be fundamentally Android. You get it?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
please.
Is it necessary that every student who is doing the coding should have knowledge on Java, or can they use any other codes like Python, C++, like that?
No. So it's Java.
Okay, sir.
So you must have Java knowledge, or you can do it in Kotlin, or the advanced platforms are there, right? Kotlin, Flutter are there, so you can use them. But Java is fundamental.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
And Python program also. Python program sometimes.
So we don't use Python here. Python is for a different purpose altogether. We cannot develop mobile application right away with HMS with Python. That's not possible here in our platform. Yeah. I think Rabanta, we can close it.
We can, yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. So guys,
So one more last question, sir.
yeah, please.
So which kind of motherboard or board is going to be needed to program that kind of application?
I think this question is not clear. Which kind of motherboard for which kind of application? I do not understand.
Application like that, rentable bikes or scooties, anything.
I do not know that really, because it could be patented by them, or it could be made specifically for their requirement. So we cannot tell that right now. It's just very difficult.
As
And that's beyond our reach as well.
you know, sir, what happen is if we need to develop or program anything, we need a board in which we can program with the help of Python or Java. But here it is, we are going to be program in Kotlin or Java. That's why it's little bit confusing which kind of board or
You need
sensors
not
we
bother
are
much
gonna
about the
use
board.
with.
You don't have to bother about the board, because you are going to run the app end of the day in the mobile. So don't worry about it. You are going to run the app in the mobile phone. You are not going to run the app in the system that they are fitting it in the vehicle. So you are confusing yourself much, which is not required. You are going to develop app, and the app is going to run in your mobile that you have. It can be Android, or it can be HMS, or it can be Apple. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay. So fine, guys. Thank you, all of you,
Thank you,
for
sir.
attending the webinar.
Thank you all. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all.
Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Thank you. Lord.
Stay
Okay,
safe.
sir.
Yeah.
We will post
Sure.
everything in Telegram group also, sir.
Yeah. Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.